Hey, first grade! This is our Bible lesson for today. We're going to be talking about Jonah. Do you know who Jonah is? Jonah was a prophet in the Bible, and Jonah had to learn how to obey God. He had to learn how to listen. Do you know what it means to obey? To obey is to listen to a leader in your life, maybe your parents, your grandparents, your teachers, maybe a coach. If you guys play a sport, the person in charge of you is called a coach. So in this story, Jonah had to learn how to listen. So I'm going to show you our first picture. And I will post these pictures in Google Classroom too. So here it is, and it says, God told Jonah to take his message to the people of Nineveh. Did you know that the people of Nineveh were mean, unkind people, and they did not listen to God? And that's why God told Jonah to tell these people about the good news about him. But do you know what Jonah said? Jonah said, "No thanks, God. I don't want to go. I don't want to tell the people who are so mean about how good you are." He did not obey God. So he decided to get on a boat, un barco, in the opposite direction. So if Nineveh is here and this is Jonah, he decided to take a boat going all the way this way. He didn't want anything to do with the people of Nineveh. Can you believe that? So he is on the boat, and do you know what happened? God sent a storm to the boat. Exactly where it was. It says, God sent a storm while Jonah was sleeping on the boat. And the sailors, the other people on this boat, were so scared. They're like, what is going on? And so the captain had to wake up Jonah. He's shaking him like this. And he's like, wake up, wake up. How can you be sleeping during this? And Jonah said, I think that the storm right now is because of me, because I am not listening to God. So do you know what they did? They threw Jonah off the boat. They said, goodbye. And so here's Jonah in the water. And it said once they threw Jonah off the boat, the storm stopped. The sun came out. And can you make a prediction? That means, can you tell me what you think is going to happen next? We see a whale and we see Jonah in the ocean. What could happen? Okay. The big fish decided to swallow Jonah whole. He just ate him. He was like, and he wasn't all chewed up. He wasn't in pieces. Like if I were to eat a cracker and I put it in my mouth, it would crumble into pieces like that. But Jonah was not in pieces. He swallowed him whole. So he was all together. And he was in the belly of the big fish. And he decided to think, and he decided to pray to God. And he was like, I'm sorry that I didn't listen to you. I will go to Nineveh and tell the people what you want me to tell them. So after that, the whale spit out Jonah and he went to Nineveh, and everyone believed. Isn't that crazy? So even though Jonah didn't want to obey at first, God still was sovereign. That means he works all things. So he works all things together for his glory and his good. And so, and our good too. And so he allowed all of this to happen, but he still let the people know of Nineveh the good news about him, that God was going to punish them if they decided to stay mean and unkind. But if they trusted in God, if they believed in him and they turned from their sins, that they would get new life, that they would not be punished. And for us as New Testament believers, we have Jesus who took away all the sins for us. So today in your assignment, we're going to look at what it means to obey. So you have this sheet that you're going to fill out. If you do not have a printer, you can just draw a picture, and it says, "This is how I listen to my," and you would fill in the blank. So you can say, "This is how I listen to my mom," and it might be a picture of you cleaning up your room. So we're learning to obey. So obeying is listening to your parents, teachers, and leaders in your life. So you're drawing a picture of you listening and obeying. You're also going to write the verse of the week, and I want you to write it in English. And I will post this too. It says, "Go to the great city of Nineveh and proclaim to it the message I give you." And that's Jonah 3:2. And there's Jonah and there's the people. So if you want, you can print it out and color it, or you can just write it in your notebook. And you're going to have to say this verse and turn it in by Friday. Okay. Bye, first grade.